Happy Valentine's Day.
You too.
Jordan, what are you guys going to do better this time against Vandy than you did in Nashville?
Really just execute more on the offensive end and defensive end. You know, we gave up quite too many points when we went down there and played. And, you know, that's not us. And over these past few games, we weren't really locked in on the defensive end. So, you know, locking down, getting back to our identity on defense is going to be the main point.
Is that kind of the message yesterday from the Kentucky game as well?
Definitely. You know, we didn't, those last 8 minutes, it wasn't us on the defensive end. And we have to get back to it, and it starts with this next game tomorrow.
What's the response been like this week, getting back in the facility and getting back to work?
Really just, you know, coming in with a chip on our shoulder, you know, getting our pride back on the defensive end and getting back to who we are and getting our identity back is the biggest thing. So just being able to really lock in on the defensive end in practice so we can translate into the game.
Where are you at from a confidence standpoint with your three-point shot? I know you're probably not shooting it as well as you'd like to right now.
You know, I'm always going to stay confident, and, you know, last game didn't shoot it well, but my teammates are great, and they're always going to make sure I do stay confident in it. And it doesn't matter who's not shooting the ball well, but we're all going to pour into each other to make sure that we all stay confident.
Jordan, coach has talked to us about guys going into the game, like if they had the mindset that I've got to make a shot to stay in, it's not going to work out. When you came here last year and started coming off the bench, was that something that you fought with, that mentality?
A little bit, and then at the same time, I was like, that's not what's going to win us games. Obviously, making shots is, you know, a part of the game, but what else am I bringing to the table? Last year, I had to realize that being able to play defense, being able to rebound, guard different positions, and, you know, just bring physicality and energy to the game is way more important than just making shots.
Coach Barnes said that Igor sometimes does things on offense that you guys have no idea what he's doing. How do you help a guy snap out of that?
You know, it's just practice, you know, and he's gotten way better with that ever since he stepped foot on campus. And, you know, we always trust Igor and what he's going to do, and just being able to talk to him and just calm him down in certain situations has been great for him.
He's also been really good offensively the last several games that he's played. What do you think is the reason that he's elevated his offensive game this month?
His mentality. His mentality has been a lot different from last month to this month. He's just been more confident in him, and we just always make sure he does stay confident and make sure he's just never getting into his own head and just making sure that that he knows that he's a great offensive player.
Jordan, this league's insane this year. I mean, if you guys were playing, how much do you guys watch, you know, other SEC games? How much do you look at the standings? How much you keep it up with everything?
We're always looking at the standings after every single game, you know, and we know like this is obviously the best conference ever. Like just from the first team to the last team, and it's never an off night. But you know, we're always watching games whenever we're obviously not playing, but just keeping up with other teams and just seeing how they play, their style of play. But at the same time, we're always keyed in on our next game.
You guys have seen how good Darwin Stone can be. How do you guys make sure he brings that every game?
Really just simplifying it for him, you know, making sure he isn't like overthinking on the court, and we just need him to go out there and do what he does, and we tell him that every single day. And whenever he gets that mindset of just going out there and doing and not really thinking so much, he goes out there and performs at a very high level.
Anything else? All right, thanks everyone.